Manchester United nil, Manchester City nil, and bro, that was the deadest game that I remember watching this season, and it's the deadest Manchester derby I remember in recent history, blood. What a load of dross. These men should have met up before the game on the halfway line, yeah? Said, bun the coin toss, yeah? Man them. Should we take a point each and go home? Shake hands? Dip. Refund all the fans. What in the living hell was that? As soon as I saw the starting lineup, I knew that we weren't there to win the game. We're the home team. Rasmus Højlund and Garnacho up front. Xerxes on the bench. Our only creative player, bruv. The only player with kind of attacking intent here that can help us string passes together and get up the pitch. And we saw it when he came on. Changed the dynamic of the game. On the bench. I can't lie. I don't know what this gaffer's playing at this point, innit? Like, a lot of the stuff that I criticise Nottingham Forest for doing, yeah, the park the bus thing and then transition thing, that's how we play, bro. In the big games, yeah, we play like how Nuno's playing. That's how we play. This was not meant to be us. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought the whole point, yeah, of favouring this manager over someone like Thomas Tuchel was that man were actually going to try to play some football, bro. I don't know what that was today. Luckily, Pep and Man City are so washed, yeah, that we didn't end up paying for our lack of quality. We didn't end up paying for it because when I looked at that City team and I saw the lack of mobility and the lack of legs, I was like, bro, there's change to get out of this team. Kevin De Bruyne, I said it already, this brother's hamstrings are like the paper straws in McDonald's, bro. This brother weren't going to do diddly squat against us. Bernardo Silva, been cooked. Phil Foden, stinker and hooked. That team weren't on nothing, bro. Mamouche was the only real threat in attacking areas in that team, bro. And because we were playing such a deep line, he was kind of nullified, even though he had a very, very good shot at one point. But this football was absolute dross today. What is the obsession with Rasmus Højlund, bro? What does Rasmus Højlund offer in any position that Xerxes don't offer? What does he offer up front that Xerxes don't offer? Mason Mount came off the bench with Xerxes, yeah. He gave away a foul. The foul that Garnacho should have given away against Alanga. And then we wouldn't have lost that game to Nottingham Forest, bro. That's the difference between a player playing for the team and having a bit of sense, yeah, and just a scrub like Garnacho, bro. This player offered nothing today. All he does is run. Cool. Do you know what I mean? This is what we are. We're favouring runners over footballers now. This is what we're doing. The home team against a City with no confidence. No real star quality anymore. No legs. And we were happy to take a draw, bro. That's what it looked like. The substitutions were too late. After like 70 odd minutes, yeah, Rasmus Højlund, yeah, had the same amount of touches on the ball than a number on his back, bro. 9 touches. 70 odd minutes. What's man doing there, bro? You could have taken him off at half time. Wasn't contributing nothing, bro. When Bruno plays in that number 10, I said it before the game, and you can even check. He drops into the midfield and makes a 3 in midfield. And then it's like we're playing a 5-3-2. He's not an outlet. So we didn't need to play Ugarte in the double pivot against a team like City who had no legs in midfield. We could have gone straight Cass and Bruno in that double pivot. Gone Mount and Xerxes, yeah, in the 10. Or we could have gone Mount and Garnacho and played Xerxes up front. Whichever one. Do you know what I mean? We're not going to get onto the fact that Cheeto's on the bench and don't get no minutes. If we're assuming that Xerxes is a 10 now, because that's what the manager told us. But the last couple games, he's come on in the 9 because man don't want to play Cheeto. But what are we doing? Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, yeah, the Man United fans with super low standards are going to look at this and say, oh, Rants, we got a point. We didn't play that bad. Just be happy. Brother, we're 13th in the league, bruv. This draw just moved us up 1 place. This draw don't do nothing for us. It was a dead game of football. One of my main motivations for wanting Ten Hag out of this football club was because I wanted to see better football, blood. Are we seeing better football? Because you know what it is? A lot of people want to, instead of arguing the points that I'm making, people want to try and chat shit, bro. So argue the points I'm making. Are we seeing better football now under this manager than the previous one? Honestly. Do you know what I'm saying? You man, let me know in the comments, bro. Do you know what I mean? A thumbs up for yes and a thumbs down for no. Are we seeing better football under this manager? Are we trying to win the game under this manager? Because I watched the Liverpool match before and they lost, bro. But Liverpool had one defender on when the game finished. One. Trying to win the game. I remember seeing Diaz, Nunes, Chiesa, all on the pitch. Fucking, what's his name? Jones was at right back. They had a bagger man on the pitch. Salah was still on the pitch. Elliott was on the pitch as well, I believe. Or maybe he replaced Salah. I can't remember. Bagger man on the pitch trying to win the game. It's 0-0 at home, yeah? Even if we lost the game, it wouldn't have made no difference, bro. Try and win the game. Go for it. Our first substitution was Lindelof for Maguire, bro. At 0-0. 0-0 in a game against a team that on paper are better than us, yeah? But they weren't really playing better than us. They were keeping the ball, but they didn't look dangerous. City didn't look dangerous. The only goal City were going to score today was from a mistake from us. Be a bit brave, man. The way you set your team up, both tactically and also just on paper, who you start personnel-wise, it tells your players a lot, and it tells the opponent a lot about what you're thinking about doing or how you're seeing this game. It was a very... Not only was it a subpar performance, but I thought it was a very negative and cagey way to set up as the home team. And the funny thing is, the Old Trafford crowd started so loud and so energetic, and within 10 minutes, they died. Because these men came to see a battle. This was a derby, guys. This was a derby. The first challenge I saw that looked like a derby challenge was the Mason Mount challenge that he made when he came off the bench. There was no bite in this Man United team. There was no tenacity. There was no... You know what I mean? There was no bollocks, bruv. There was nothing about this performance. It was flat, bruv. Bare people are going to say, oh yeah, like, no, we played well, this, that, and the other, and pull up stats. This was a nothing game. Everyone that sat down and watched this game, yeah, wishes they could get a 96-minute refund, blood, on their life, bro. That's 96 minutes you ain't never going to get back, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The day you die, you'll be remembering of these 96 minutes you wasted. When you're on your deathbed, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what you can do in 96 minutes, bro? You could call everyone that you love in your phone book, bro, and say goodbye to them. That's what you could have done in those 96 minutes, bro. But now you're going to die, blood, and no one's going to know, fam. This is it. You know, like that. Imagine if you had 96 minutes, bro. Man had an accident, bro, and instead of dying straight away, you had 96 minutes to call your family, blood. That's 96 minutes you're never going to get back. This was a load of bollocks today. And loads of people are going to say, oh, nah, you're never happy. Bro, listen, I am happy when I see good football. I didn't see good football. That's all I wanted. I want my team to pick our best players, win football matches, play good football. If we don't finish in the top 4, cool. If we don't finish in the top 6, cool. Man just wanted to see football. No one can tell me that we sacked, yeah, that bald fraud, yeah, 4 points off top 4. To just not improve in any way. No way. We haven't improved in style of football. We haven't improved in scoring. We haven't improved in conceding. We're conceding more, scoring less. We've conceded more than we've scored. Still under this manager. I don't know the goal difference. It's definitely still negative. It's still minus. We're probably going to finish on a minus goal difference. This is unbelievable. But you know what it is? The standards are in the bin. So, I see certain man saying, oh, it's a free hit. How can it be a free hit if you're a permanent manager? Interim managers get free hits. Ralph Rangnick had a free hit because we knew he wasn't going to be the manager in the summer. How the fuck is it a free hit? Man will say, oh, but Rants, on paper, a draw with Man City is a good result. We beat them at their place. Why couldn't we beat them at ours? There's always an excuse to try and make things look better than they are, bruv. Man are dressing things up, bro. This game was rubbish today. Rubbish. Honourable mention for Casemiro and Lenny Euro today because I thought they were really good. They were really good. Lenny Euro showing that he's a player, stepping into midfield, look composed. He took a yellow card as well. Very smart defending. For someone so young, he gets it. Casemiro, brilliant. After seeing players like Yuri Tielemans bossing the midfield for Aston Villa, them man are telling me Cass ain't got the legs to do it in the Premier League. In the right team, Casemiro has still got plenty to offer this team. He's still one of the best midfielders in this league if he's used correctly, if he's utilised correctly. If he's playing in the Arsenal midfield instead of Declan Rice, yeah, you'll see the difference in quality, bro. What a number 8's supposed to give you. A guy that can break up the play but can also pass forward. And he's an attacking threat breaking forward as well. One of our only shots on target come from Casemiro today. He was brilliant. It's going to go under the radar. Ugarte was smelly again today, but he runs around in it, so he's going to be a fan favourite. Dorgu, shaky first half. I said it in one of our last shows. He needs to slow everything down. He's trying so hard to attack and to get forward and to be an option that his feet are moving quicker than his brain. He needs to slow everything down. Second half, it was much better, and he is a good player. I know a lot of people ain't got no patience for him, but considering you had patience for Garnacho and you were telling me that I was beefing a Ute, yeah, and he's going to get better, you man need to be a little bit more patient with Dorgu, innit? Because if you can be patient with scrubs like Garnacho and Højlund, I think Dorgu should get more than about 4 games. And saying that, he's been more often good than he's been bad in those games. We saw the good side and we saw the bad side of him today. So hopefully someone can have a word with him and just tell him, yo, everything you want to do it a second slower. Instead of trying to break your neck to get into the box, time your runs better. So you're arriving in the box when the ball's arriving. He's running so fast, he's either getting there before the ball, or when he's connecting with the ball, yeah, he hasn't even decelerated yet. He's just too anxious to do things. But he's not a bad footballer. He's not. He's got the right ideas. I think he's just trying too hard at the moment. So, yeah, like, honestly, guys, we went through 90-something minutes of football, and there's no highlights, blood. Just lowlights, bro. Just lowlights. This is a game. This, bruv, like I said, 96 minutes, you will never get back, guys. Do you know what I mean? So, that being said, enjoy your Sunday dinner, innit? And hopefully we got something for Leon, bruv. Because, you see this? If we do this against Leon, fam, I can't lie. It could be long still.